everybody, I'm Kristin Hadenfeldt, the 4K teacher and early childhood director, and this is my assistant, Kelly Bjork. She's been working with me for the last year and has been such a tremendous help, especially this last year. I've had so many students. We had between 18 and 19 students each day. So she was really needed to help me with the students, and so I didn't lose my mind, even though sometimes I still did maybe a little bit. So we moved rooms. If you remember, I was before at the other side of the hallway in the old kindergarten room, and now we are over here. The 4K room is in Mr. Buss's former classroom. And if you can tell, if you look around at the walls, it is different. I think you might have seen that already in past videos. Miss Kelly, Dawn Allum did a fantastic job painting in here. They worked really hard, and in the office too. And we just started moving some things back into this classroom after waxing the floor. So we have, right now over here, a puzzle area, manipulative area, blocks, trucks. I want to set up an art area, so there's a place in the classroom if kids just want to sit down and be creative and make something. We'll have a designated reading area or a quiet area. Right now I have that underneath our loft, but it could totally change around. I foresee myself moving stuff around repeatedly over the summer until it's how I... We'll also have a dramatic play area. We'll be getting a small kitchen in here. Up here right now we have tool area, which is fun for the kids, except it can get super noisy, right, Miss Kelly? So noisy.
What is a dramatic play area?
A dramatic play area is where they are just pretending to be somebody who they aren't. Maybe they're going to be a construction worker. Maybe they want to dress up like a fireman. Maybe they would just want to pretend and play house and cook dinner. Or sometimes they like to make a picnic on the carpet, invite Miss Kelly and I to their picnic. They also like to make birthday cakes. And it's our birthday almost every day here, so that's special.
Or food delivery person, they really enjoy that.
That's some people dress up clothes or old clothes that you don't use anymore. Just all different things that they can use just to pretend, and that's such an important thing for little kids to build their imagination. I'm excited to really get that all set up in here. We'll have our circle time here. Jesus time, any kind of small activities that we want to do where we just get down on the carpet, like calendar or weather or worship time. And we should be getting a new board, a marker board up here, and this will be coming down, and I think maybe Mr. Bus will be using that one. And we also have a pet, but he's not here. I've been taking care of him at my house, my guinea pig. He'll be coming back for school next year. We have puppets, a sand table, and like I said, not everything is all set up. But all this stuff is so important, all these different areas, in order to build social, emotional learning skills that is really important in their future academic success. And I think sometimes we forget about that. We think we have to be pushing reading and writing and learning your letters and numbers. And more important than that is just learning how to be creative and getting along with other children and learning things through play. So I'm hoping to do a lot more of that next year, especially in our afternoon program. We'll be doing a lot more of it.
And Kristin, that philosophy you just shared is based on the classes you're taking, right?
Yeah, I'm taking classes right now for my administration master's as early childhood director. So as a class I took, it was my very first class, and then even through all the other classes I'm learning, we've been talking a lot about the same things. Another exciting thing is I do have my own office this year. I'm just starting to move in, so I'm working right now on getting all the work that the kids did that I sent home. I have that all together. I'm putting it all into little binders. Parents can look through their work and see what they did for their whole year of 3K or 4K. So I'm getting that ready because Miss Kelly and I next week are going to do a drive-by graduation. Since we can't do a graduation here, we're going to be driving to all the students' houses in 3K and 4K, giving them their portfolios and just a last special goodbye. Well, then right where you are, Pastor, is going to be a bathroom. This is going to be turned back into a bathroom. It used to be a staff bathroom, and we've been using it as closet, but we're going to be putting a small toilet in here and a small sink for all the little kids in 3K and 4K.
All right here.
All right here.
Can you take us across the hallway? Because this is just part of the early childhood program, right?
Yeah.
You have 4K in this room we just saw and extended day
Yep.
program, and you also oversee the 3K program
Yeah.
across the hallway that Rosanna Mulske will be teaching.
This will be Rosanna Mulske's classroom for 3K. Yeah, this used to be the art room, and it just got a fresh new coat of paint, and it looks so nice. I don't think this room has been painted for years, so it just looks really, really good. She chose a nice bright yellow.
Matches her personality.
Exactly.
Oh, there's somebody hiding.
She helped paint with Kelly. They both did a lot of painting the last few weeks. Been working so hard. They even got that loft put together and the loft in the 4K classroom.
That's a whole lot. I mean, that's quite an expansion, Kristin, going from teaching part-time 3 and 4-year-old early childhood, and now you're moving to 4K, extended day, and a 3K program, and overseeing currently Kelly as your teacher's assistant and Rosanna as another teacher
Correct.
in your first year as full-time director.
It's so exciting to see our program growing, and I'm just ecstatic about it. It's just wonderful. You can see God's work at play through the whole thing.
Why don't we get to know you just a little bit more? Mrs. Hadenfeldt, you showed us the classroom, you showed us the early childhood wing, if we want to call it that. We met Kelly. We'll meet Rosanna soon. But we really want to know you. I'm going to flatter you a little bit. You know, I only say what I mean, but you've had 2 of my children now. And so I don't only talk as pastor, but as a father of 2 kids who have gone through your program. And I saw both of my kids go from kind of being in their shell, being quiet, to being transformed, really, through your teaching. They both came out of it singing and just being more open and social with other kids. And that was an amazing thing to watch as a parent. It's really cool the school that you pastor at and the school you promote and you try and bring more people in. It's really cool that you really believe in the school and the teachers and the staff. I thought, first of all, why did you get into teaching?
I originally got into teaching, so when I was in first grade, I have a sister who is about 11 years older than me. She went off to college to DMLC, and I was really close to her. And we would go and visit her, and I would get to stay with her in the dorms. And then at that time, I kept thinking, wow, this is what I want to be. I want to be a teacher too. And one time I went out into the hallway with all the girls in the dorms, and I told all of them, when I grow up, I'm going to go to school here too, and I'm going to be a teacher. And that's just been my mindset ever since then. And not just to be a teacher, but to share God's word and to have God's word throughout the whole day.
And you do that so well. The kids in your classes, they learn the Bible stories. They learn that our God is a loving God who showed his love to us in Jesus Christ on the cross. They know those core truths of the Christian faith, and they take those stories home to their parents. I can tell you because parents that end up coming into our church, starting their journey with Christ, they tell me that it was, if they came through the preschool, through the early childhood program, they tell me that it was their kids that brought those things home to them from you.
And that's just why I love teaching so much, is just to see their joy, learning about Jesus, singing about him, and just talking about him throughout the day. I just really love that.
What have been your blessings of being at St. Paul's for, are you 16 years? 16, 17?
So I believe I'm finishing up my 16th year, and then
Okay.
next year I'll be starting my 17th year already, which seems so crazy.
So what have you enjoyed about ministry here at St. Paul's for that long?
Well, quite honestly, my degree was, I went to MLC for elementary ed. And then I got the call here to teach preschool, and I have just loved it so much. I just love starting with 3-year-olds and then seeing their faith build and grow, and just seeing them be able to write their name, or just seeing that they all of a sudden get something. It's just such a highlight, and I get so excited, probably even more excited than they do. Because sometimes they're so picky if their name doesn't work perfect. It doesn't look perfect, but you're starting to get it. It's just sharing God's word with them and seeing their faith grow and having them take that home to their parents.
So you didn't even know that you would enjoy early childhood ministry.
I
You didn't
didn't.
set out to do that.
No, and I believe when I started at MLC, they were just starting their early childhood program.
So what is your vision for the early childhood program here at St. Paul's? You're now director, and we've talked about the couple of staff that you have currently with the current setup we have. We've talked about having a 4K program, an extended day program, a 3K program. What is your vision for early childhood ministry here in Menomonie?
Well, of course, I want to see our program continue to grow. I would like to see a morning and afternoon 3K program. I'd like to see us offering programs to even younger children, or even a daycare, or most importantly, to reach out to the community of Menomonie and beyond. Like you mentioned, how these children are bringing God's word home, and then sometimes coming to church and sharing that with you, and that's so important. It's what the Great Commission is, to go out and make disciples of all nations. And here we have these young children going home and sharing God's word to their parents, and it's awesome to see. I just love parents coming to me and saying, oh, so-and-so is singing this song at home, or even grandparents at our Christmas program are remarking they can't believe how much they learned and know, and they love to see that. So it's not just about a bigger program, it's reaching out to all these families in our community and doing what God has commanded us to do.
Kristin, you're training little missionaries.
Yeah, exactly.
You're training little witnesses of Jesus.
Little fishers.
I really believe that if that's our motivation, if our reason for doing this is so pure, just like the reason you're still doing this and growing into this new role of full-time director, your motives are so pure, your love for these people in this community is so authentic, it's genuine, and Jesus is pleased with that, and the people in our community are going to be so blessed by that. Thank you for your work, and we look forward to watching what God does.
Exactly. I look forward to seeing that too.